Hundreds of opposition party supporters have converged at the Church Square in Pretoria, braving the heavy rain.
The protesters will then march to the union buildings. But the question is that in our democratically elected setup, are the opposition parties justified in the removal of the head of state? The cause is clear. The opposition is gunning for the removal of the head of the ruling party.
But are they, in a way, making South Africans a pawn for fulfilling their political agenda? Marches were also held across the country last week, but questions were raised why only marches for political purposes when real burning issues are forgotten.
Must fall. You must also say so with moral authority. You can't have people who are against transformation, people who are holding the land, people who are exploiting and ill-treating workers in the factories and in the farms, marching and saying President Zuma must fall. And yet, they are responsible for the poverty of the majority. So yes, there are racists who are standing up because they are against black people ruling. But you see, the perspective of the APC, and that's why we're here, is to say that our people must never be misused to fight the battles of the elites. There are problems affecting the poor, and when the poor stand up, they must stand up in their own interest, in their own name, and in their own rights. Our main focus is the mobilization and the conscientization of our people to stand up in their own interest and in demand of their own rights. That this freedom must have material meanings to their lives. Otherwise, this will just become a fight amongst the elites. We are not here to say Pravin Gordhan must come back, because our issue is not personalities, it's policies. Policies that benefit the poor, which has hitherto not been the case.
The march will indeed continue. I think the people that are here today to march will not be deterred by the rain. It is unfortunate, but it is one of those things that we can't control. I'm not sure, but by my numbers, I suspect there might be more than there were last week, but we'll have to see the turnout of people coming in their own cars, people coming in with buses from all different parts of the country and all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, the mayor has other engagements. He has to run the city so and make sure that everyone is safe. So he will be engaging in other matters in the city this morning, and he has sent me to speak on his...
We will make sure that our marches are peaceful. But although we don't guarantee that, because people are angry, because all the people that are here are come and raise their voices against the president of the country to move on the office. Our voice we are angry for that, and we'll make sure that we won't rest up until Zuma move on the office. Yes, we are expecting more than 20,000 people who are coming. We are waiting for buses from riders all around the Gauteng. The buses are on the way. Some of them are still on the point. I promise that it will be successful and safe, and we guarantee that it will be safe.
So I think it'll have a big impact, especially the rain. I don't think we'll get the same numbers as we did last week, where we had 30,000 in Pretoria. I think those numbers will drop considerably. But yeah, I expect some sort of turnout today. Like they say, a nation united can never be defeated. We have to get him out, right, to go forward with this country.
When I heard Jackson Temple say that members of caucus of the ANC are going to be punished if they vote against Zuma, how can you compel men and women to vote for somebody who has already broken the law? It's a criminal act. And now, we are now in the court saying to the Constitutional Court, please make a declarator. Explain to everybody, both members in parliament and the population at large, that whoever votes on this must answer to the people tomorrow.
Well, for more live updates, ANN7 reporter Calvin Ongmu and Lemogang Foke join us live from Church Square in Pretoria. A very good morning to you both. Calvin, let me just start off with you. Can you give us an update of what's happening in the area where you are right now?
Well, Well, Kerapeti, I can say right now it has stopped raining here. The skies are clearing here, and the number of people coming into Church Square has been increasing minute by minute. We'll give you live visuals from top of the building here. You can see as of now they are having a prayer session. These number of people have been increasing minute by minute. Earlier, some of the people had to resort to taking shelter because it had started pouring quite heavily, but now the people have come once again. You can see more of red t-shirts, the EFF members and supporters here, but there are other political party members also gathering here saying this is about all the opposition parties who want and who's talking in one voice saying they want President Zuma to go. Of course, you know, yesterday Minister Fikile Mbalula said that SAPS together with other government departments and law enforcement agencies and stakeholders, they are deployed here to maintain law and order and to keep every South African safe. They have urged the protesters to exercise their rights in accordance with the law without resorting to violence, criminality and damage to property. So speaking to most of the people here, or the opposition leaders as well as the spokesperson, they've said that they are going to maintain a peace here. It is going to be a peaceful march. The people, they will start marching from here to Union Buildings. If we go by the time that they have initially given, 12 o'clock, they start marching to the Union Buildings. But as of now, you can see these are the live visuals we are bringing you from Church Square. Some of the opposition leaders have arrived. They've spoken to my colleague Lemohang, but also, yes, there are other members of the public as well as people who've joined in from civil societies.